Howdy toddy everybody, this is Tommy with Colonel Reb Scale Models coming at you with another update on the SPAD 13 from Academy, the challenge with me and Ron, the Riddler40360. As you see, I've went ahead and completed the camouflage pattern on the plane. I chose one that was similar to one that was I found just like a photo of on the internet, not a real photo, but like a computer generated graphic. This one has a 4-color camo pattern, similar to what was on the box art. As you can see here, I don't know if you can see that very well. It's kind of similar to that. Not quite. The little colors are a little more dark than they were on that one. But these were all done with these 5 craft acrylics. The Ceram Coat Light Ivory is what I used on the bottom of the plane. And then we have, I think this is called Honeycomb, which is from Folk Art. It's the main color that I sprayed it with my airbrush. One coat with that all over, and then I came in and did the camouflage with Craft Smart, Olive Green, Craft Smart, Campground, and Ceram Coat Dark Brown. The dark brown I also used a little on the pilot here, and also I believe the Campground as well, a little bit mixed in with that brown to kind of make it a greenish brown color. So I did the pattern. I did the pattern using the airbrush, but also using the silly putty. So I used the silly putty technique, which worked pretty well. The silly putty is easy to manipulate once you get it actually onto the body of the model. And even with the craft acrylics, it didn't pull up at all. Once I've got these painted. Now I did paint over several nights. I mean, it's not a lot, but I did want to let it dry. I did use a little bit of the airbrush after I was finished, just letting the air dry it some. I did some, I think, one night maybe with the hair dryer. But basically, I just kind of did some each night, let it sit and dry, and then came back the next night and did some different putties, the silly putty, to do different patterns. So, you know, like one night I might have did the dark brown, another night the dark green, and then, you know, the lighter shade of green that you see there and here on the tip. So I kind of made it fairly random. I mean, it's not really any rocket science to it. I mean, you just kind of lay it on there, kind of rounded them off a little bit. I still have now to go back and do some of the detail painting. Let me get a little toothpick here. Some of the detail painting here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's where the machine guns are. I'll go back and repaint a little bit inside where the cockpit is, and then do the front, the engine inside there, and then come back, and there's a couple of struts and stuff before I put both pieces together. So it's getting close to being finished. I'm going to try to see if I can get it all, the struts and stuff, put on tonight after I do the painting on the guns and things. And then I think the last things I'll do is put on there's some little struts that hold here, because it'll be kind of delicate. And then what the plan was to put a clear on it. I think I'm probably going to do, I don't know if I'm going to do Future or just a regular quick gloss coat. And then put on the decals or decals, depending on where you are in the world. And then I don't know if I'm going to weather it or not. I'm still thinking about that. If I do, it's probably just going to be toward the end, maybe just a light wash once I get all the decals and stuff set, and then put a dull coat on it, and then go back and do maybe a wash to make it just kind of tone some. Well, I was thinking about toning it down because the colors are kind of stark looking, and I mean, I've seen models that people have done online where it was still that same starkness, but I didn't know if I wanted to tone it down a little bit more. It looks okay, I think, right now. but I didn't know if I wanted to tone it down just a little bit more. So I didn't know if you have some suggestions on doing the toning down. I know Panzerman Bill, I could refer back to a couple of his where he tones his down, but I'm not really sure if I tone it down, since it's got 4 different colors, what color I should use to tone it down. Should it be a darker, I'm assuming like a darker color, or would I? Or a lighter color to kind of tone them down. Not really sure on that. So if I could get some help from you quote unquote professionals out there, the ones who I think are like professional builders, the experts, so to speak, and just let me know what you think as far as, do I need to even try it, or does it look okay? I mean, it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of bright in a way, even though they're darker colors. I know it's kind of hard to see, fellows, with the lighting in here at the bench, but just let me know what you think about that. And then, like I said, hopefully my next update, I'm going to have it all back together. Not sure if I'll have the decals and stuff on or not. I mean, the little struts and stuff, they're very tiny, since this is 1/72 scale, and then you've got the little tiny little struts that hold the wheels on. So I still have to detail those, the tiny wheels. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's teeny tiny, and do that. So not a lot of parts left, but that's where I'm at on that. So I hope you enjoy it watching. I think it's coming along pretty nice for these little planes. I think they're pretty cool to paint on, put together. So hopefully the next update will pretty much be almost finished. So again, thanks for watching, and as always, rate, comment, subscribe. I like the comments, and then dream it, build it, share it, as Doc Cranky likes to say. So everybody, just good night, hotty toddy, and God bless.